There is a simple persuasion principle that can make you more money from your existing leads, and you can use this principle today. Most businesses, in my experience, completely ignoring it. And if you're not using it, you are leaving money on the table. And it's called the principle of reciprocity. You've probably heard that before, but to break it down for you, reciprocity is a basic psychological rule that when someone gives us something valuable, we feel a natural urge to give something back. But not because we're forced to, but because it feels right. And this shows up everywhere in business. Reciprocity works everywhere in life, basically. If you think about if me and you were going to go to a pub together, I buy you a beer when we get to the bar, right? When we sit down, we're having a conversation and the beers are getting lower as we're drinking them, you feel this need to get the next round. And it's this deep need that, oh, I hope Rob doesn't, buy the next round as well, because I'd feel even more guilty, right? That's reciprocity, essentially. But it works in businesses as well. And so if someone helps you first or gives you value or makes your life easier, or even buys you a beer, right, they immediately stand out. And so if someone was to give you value in business, when you're ready to buy some sort of service, they're the person you're going to think of most, right? And the problem is most businesses actually get this completely wrong. They either give something generic to their leads or they give something with strings attached, like they expect them to buy something back. And neither of these trigger real reciprocity. Real reciprocity has 3 different ingredients. First, it's personalized to the person. Second, it's genuinely useful. And third, it's unconditional. I see so many marketers get this wrong because they do reciprocity in the hopes that their customers will buy something back from them. Now, but that takes the magic all out of it, according to psychological studies, right? Practically, how do you put this principle in your business? Imagine you've got a list of leads, whether it's written on a piece of paper, whether it's in your CRM, whether it's in your email marketing software. Instead of blasting them with the same message, you take a few minutes each day and send something really tailored to each of them. For example, for me, who works in behavioral science and works in persuasion, and I implement this in businesses and help them increase their conversions, I might send an email to one of my potential customers who I'm also on the email list of and say, hey, I noticed your emails are using this kind of subject line. If you tested something like this instead, which might use curiosity, you might increase your open rate. And I'd send that to them and I'd send them an example of that. And it's not a pitch. I'm not asking for anything. I'm just giving them value. And when I do this consistently, 2 things might happen. I become memorable to the person and I become trusted. And when that person is ready to buy, I'm not just another option, right? They're going to look at my stuff first because they know that I'm actually genuinely trying to help them. I'm the obvious one. And I've seen this work again and again across different businesses. In fact, some of my best clients have come from this very principle as well. And these are people that are really busy, are running multiple 9-figure companies, and they've taken the time to reach out to me. And they've done that because I've used the principle of reciprocity correctly. And I'm not expecting anything from them. I just know that if I put that there, they're going to have me as an option in the future, as a priority almost, if they need that service. And if you apply this properly, you're building goodwill, you're also building future revenue as well. That is one way to make people feel compelled to reach out for your service. Another way is to build up insane amounts of trust with your audience, with your, your email subscribers, your followers, your potential leads. And that is by implementing social proof properly in what you're doing. And I see a lot of mistakes in how people do that as well. Okay, so I've got a video which actually breaks down how to use social proof properly. I'll link it on this end screen right now. Take care, see you in the next one.